The UK's Brexit negotiator has held talks in Paris to try and resolve the fishing dispute with France after weeks of tension.
It comes as the detained British vessel at the centre of a row arrived back in the UK after being released by French authorities. Earlier, President Emmanuel Macron suspended trade sanctions against Britain to allow more room for discussion.
Let's talk now to our correspondent Ross Cullen in Paris. So, Ross, what have the two sides been talking about?
Oh, Robin, those trade sanctions were suspended by President Macron on Monday, and it does look as though the UK says today that it feels it's unlikely that they will come back into play. France had threatened to bar British boats from landing their catch in French ports and potentially tighten road traffic coming into the European Union from Britain. But what we are getting from the UK side is that they feel that as a result of the talks that have taken place today, those threats will not come back onto the table. And the talks that took place this morning here in Paris, Clement, Beaune, the French Europe Minister, David Frost, the British Brexit Minister, trying to find a resolution to the dispute over fishing rights. Well, they didn't come across that resolution. They are going to have more talks early next week. They're trying to find alignment on the licences that French vessels require to continue to be able to fish in British waters and vice versa, British trawlers coming into EU waters. That is what, Paul, you were talking about in the introduction, that trawler from the UK, which did have a licence to fish in EU waters, but did not have that licence put on a list the UK government supplied to the EU. So when that trawler crossed into EU waters, despite having the licence, that licence wasn't on the list, and so it was impounded in the port of Le Havre in northern France. And yesterday we did get clearance that trawler is going to be able to leave, as you mentioned. So it's all about which boats can fish where, based on what they used to be able to do. Since 1973, when the UK joined the European Union, French boats have been able to go into what were EU waters when Britain was a member. It's very important for Danish boats and Dutch boats to be able to fish in British waters as well. UK boats do go into EU waters to try to land some of their catch from EU waters. So the boats are regularly crossing between waters, and so that's what needs to be ironed out. They need to find alignment, the UK and France and the wider EU as well, on how to ensure that as many boats as possible do have their licences approved. France says the UK has been reluctant to approve licences, has been slow to do so, demanding lots of paperwork. The UK says it has approved nearly all the applications that it has received. So David Frost and Clement Beaune from the UK and France going to be meeting for more talks next week. Tomorrow, David Frost goes to Brussels, where he's going to see Maroš Šefčovič, and he is the co-chair of the EU-UK Joint Partnership Council. The two men are going to be speaking about wider Brexit issues, so not just fishing, also topics like the Northern Ireland Protocol.
Ross Cullen in Paris, thanks very much.